This is Tony Telesco, and I'm presenting for PAD 747, Computer Applications and Public Administration. The topic is the creation of cyber security units within public organizations for the detection and prevention of cybersecurity breaches. There have been many recent high-profile cybersecurity breaches, including Target department stores, Home Depot stores, and Anthem Healthcare. That's in the private sector. In the public sector, in July 2015, a breach of United States government computer systems where 1.5 million people were affected. So not only private citizens and private entities are vulnerable, public organizations equally need to be prepared. Security systems with proper personnel need to be put in place. This chart depicts the 2014 attack trend and shows the different areas of cyber security and cyber attacks. The four areas are cyber crime, hacktivism, cyber espionage, and cyber warfare. And from the chart, you can see the month-by-month analysis of what a majority of the attacks are coming, where they're coming from, what areas are being addressed. This chart depicts the percentages of the areas of cyber attacks for 2014. Cybercrime had the largest area of attack with 62.3%. Hacktivism was second at 24.9%. Cyber espionage was third at 10.2%. And cyber warfare was at 2.5%. Roussel von Sams in 2013 defined cybersecurity as, cybersecurity is the collection of tools, policies, security concepts, security safeguards, guidelines, risk management approaches, actions, training, best practices, assurances, technologies that can be used to protect the cyber environment and organization and user assets. Cybersecurity evolved from information security, which is basically the securing of any type of information, not just electronic, which may include written information, information stored in record books, or even spoken word. The focus with cybersecurity is on electronic data. Cyber defense systems are imperative. Cyber attacks and hacking is on the rise. Employee access poses the biggest area of vulnerability. Employees access computer systems either at their desktop computer at work or remotely from a laptop computer at home. This creates a much more vulnerable environment. These individuals can also access other areas of the internet and log in and create a more vulnerable system. Cyber defense systems contain access control, firewalls, encryption, virtual private networks, and honeypots. These are some of the crucial areas that need to be in place for a good cyber defense system. Armed attacks are cyber attacks that are designed to take down systems rather than to steal data. This is very imperative in the world of terrorism, because terrorists may actually just want to take down a system to create the fear and demonstrate how vulnerable systems are. Therefore, having the proper defense team in place can be crucial in combating these attacks. Preparing for information attacks and breaches. The first thing to do is to understand vulnerabilities. U 2003 mentions that attacks can come from a physical attack to the network, fiber cut, or bringing down a switch, or bringing down some part of the network. It doesn't just have to be an external thing. It can also be an internal thing, a physical attack. Therefore, it's imperative to set up a cyber defense system. We need to tap into the private sector for their experience in modeling defenses from them. Why? Because private sector has been dealing with cybersecurity problems much longer than public. Financial gain was always the bigger motivator for cyber attacks. Changing public policy may be necessary so that private and public entities can better collaborate. So the most crucial component of a good cyber defense system is the personnel that are in place and the cybersecurity team that is set up. Understanding incident response is crucial to creating a proper defense team. Aspects of incident response from NICAL 2014 include industry-specific incidents, pan-organizational aspects of response, emotional response, and the Internet of Things. These areas of incident response can help better understand how to properly create a cyber defense security team. Building a good security management team is essential. Finding good security managers who must be experienced and certified. Certification is difficult, though, because not many recognized accredited organizations exist, and the government does not regulate this area of training. So it's essential to find a core person or persons to build a team around. And experience counts more than certification. In fact, public organizations would need to widen their budget thresholds, if necessary, to properly pay these cybersecurity teams, because there is a great deal at stake. Once a cybersecurity defense team is in place, then it would be essential for simulated attacks and training to occur. So we have to find the team, train them. Dutt et al. Mentions a theory called instant-based learning theory, which is studying cyber attacks in relation to attackers' behaviors. Simulating attacks, tabletop exercises, mock incidents, and response scenarios would also help create that better cybersecurity team. If an attack were to occur, having this good team in place to handle these compromised networks would be essential. Keep the cybersecurity team up to date on the latest technologies. That's key. Protect the weakest area of the systems, most likely the access control, where employees are accessing the system. Seal up compromised attacks and prevent snowball effect breaches, so if attack were to occur, make sure that no further damage ensues. Prevent takeover of system operations, that would be very imperative, especially in the terrorist world. And have procedures and protocols in place to be carried out methodically. Cybersecurity, public versus private. Both sectors are equally important to protect. Understand the differences and the similarities between public and private. Needs to be serious threat analysis, an organized protocol, and a well-trained, well-prepared cyber defense team in place. Of course, once again, collaboration between public and private entities is essential. Public needs to tap into the private and utilize the resources and the consultants. The future of cybersecurity, keeping up with ever-growing and changing technologies, keeping up with emerging trends and paradigms, keeping up with the extreme versions of evolving systems, learning to maintain the active defense system, and studying the changes. These are all essential in fighting cyber attacks in the future. In conclusion, private and public entities need to be protected. Public is more of a priority because of public interest and terrorism concerns. Great cybersecurity teams and management are vital for success. Keeping up with growing technology and keeping team members trained is imperative for success. That is my presentation. Thank you.